Well, after hours and hours of public input, the Clark County School Board voted last night not to ask state lawmakers to change the state law regarding sex education, instead to keep the status quo for right now.
Action News reporter Marissa Keniston talked with some high schoolers who say they don't want to see the system change.
Excuse me.
Those were boos coming from hundreds of parents, community members, and students after this rape survivor blamed her sex education curriculum.
I had no other language because sex ed never gave me any other language to name it.
This survivor is just one reason the school board is considering changes to their sex education program, including possibly suggesting to the state to change the existing opt-in policy to opt-out, making sexual education mandatory for all students unless their parents sign otherwise.
This is one part of the process.
But some Clark County high schoolers don't want to see the system change at all.
And I speak for the much greater majority.
Anthony and Cooper are juniors in high school, and they say they don't want to see the district change to opt out.
If we need other information like how to drive, how to fix a car, how to have sex, I feel like it should be our parents teaching us that.
They say the system as it is now is working for them.
I learned what I need to know. I know how to protect myself. I know how to have safe sex. I also don't know the things that I don't need to know. And I think that's very important.
And say they want as much involvement from their parents as possible.
I believe my parents should have a right to dictate what I learn.
But trustee Patrice too says parental involvement or lack thereof was their biggest motivation to change to opt out.
There is concern about children whose parents don't ever sign that permission slip and they don't get the sex education.
And she says even though changes didn't come last night, they could still come in the future.
Trustee Edwards is calling for a vote from the board to take a position that we can influence the legislature on, and so that will be agendized as a vote on whether we agree with opt-in or opt-out.
The board will discuss other items like what is included in that curriculum coming up at a later meeting. Reporting at CCSD, Marissa Keniston, Channel 13 Action News.